Guys turn out and play Sunday league football because they like it. They do it. You know, some people like to kick a football about, some like to pass a rugby ball about, someone likes to hit a tennis ball, a golf ball or whatever. I like to sort of test myself against other people. You know, and you know, I'm not a world champion or anything like that. You know, I've won a few tournaments, been a tournament champion, been a grand champion, stuff like that. But it's just competing against someone else. You know, no malice in it. You're just trying to be the better man on the day. And sometimes you are, and sometimes you're not. My name's John Hygo. I'm 64 years old. I've been involved in martial arts for over 50 odd years, probably 52 years. I was born in Leeds, Yorkshire. I teach martial arts, kickboxing, specifically sort of K1 kickboxing, and mixed martial arts. And I also do a bit of building work now and again when I'm depending on whether the project's interesting or not. I started off with boxing at first, and like I said, got a long family history with that, and it was something that I was always going to do. And I got into that when I was like 12 years old, and I was soon competing, you know, in amateur boxing tournaments. And I always thought it was a useful skill. I'm not a big person, I'm a small person. I've got quite a strong sort of personality and character. And I want the type of person to be easily sort of put down. So it was necessary to, I suppose as well, to learn some sort of fighting skills. And, you know, it's helped me over the years. And it's also, you know, it's something that defines me. All my sons, I've got 5 sons, and they've all trained, they've all had martial arts training, and, you know, they've got the ability to look after themselves, but they haven't really pursued it like I have. Like it's, you know, it's a massive part of my life. They haven't pursued it, and it's not something that I would push on to my children. You know, they've got their own interests, they've got their own lives, and I think, you know, if they haven't got the passion like I have, I won't force it onto them, you know. And besides that, you know, who wants to go in a ring or a cage and get punched in the head and kicked in the head and stuff like that? And, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. You know, there's certain things in life that I wouldn't do, you know, and I wouldn't want it forced on me. So, like I say, it's a choice, really, you know, and it is very consuming. You know, it controls my life, but I don't mind it because I love it. Fight. You're aware of the fact that the amount of time that you do spend training can detract from a sort of family life. But you've got to work around that. You can't just ignore the fact that you've got kids. You can't ignore the fact that you've got a wife. You know, you've got to make sure that the work is done, that the money's brought in, that food's on the table, the mortgage is paid. You know, these are all important things. It gives you that little bit of added pressure. But if you want it, then you want it. A lot of times, young guys have said to me, I'm thinking about packing my job in. And I go, why are you packing your job in? So I can train more. And I'm like, are you off your head? You know, are you daft? You can't do that. You know, life's got to go on. You can't, you know, just hope that you're going to make it big time, because you're probably not. You know, it's hard. It's very, very hard. So you've got to keep on working and then training around it. You're not going to win a fight by not training. You're not going to win a fight by not putting effort in. You know, you're not going to win a fight by not putting your tracksuit on early hours at morning when it's all frosty and it's raining and you're going out to do like 5 miles. It gives you a very, very strong work ethic. It's all right putting your football boots on and just wandering onto a pitch, you know, with 10 other guys, you know, there's 11 in a team or a rugby team or whatever. You are going out there as an individual to compete. And you've got the crowd shouting and you've got people abusing you sometimes, calling all kinds of stuff, you know, you're going to get killed and all that, you know. And you rise above all that. And that gives you a certain amount of confidence that you know you can do that, because most people can't. So there's lots of life lessons out of martial arts. You know, the discipline, the hard work, the ability to be able to defend yourself effectively, and also the confidence. I think these are the major things that martial arts gives you. Lean in. Yeah, you don't lean in to lunge. You lunge, but you keep back.
You step from the
Yeah, and keep your body upright.
Okay.
Just keep your body away from your opponent's blade.
Okay.
Yeah. Point that front toe. Right. Drop your base a little bit, Adam. Martial arts is about producing, you know, if someone who might never compete, but producing a good person, you know, a good, caring, aware person that can look after themselves and have confidence to make a success of their lives and draw upon the martial arts to get that, once again, going back to that work ethic, you know, not expecting anything for nothing, knowing that they have to graft for it. People in the martial arts world think a lot about me. Some people can't stand me, but I don't really care because I'm confident enough not to care. You know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know, but the majority of people respect me for what I've done. And I have a lot of respect for a lot of other people as well that I respect. Then some people I've got no respect for at all because they're just sellouts. You know, all they're interested in is the bank balance. And here you go, black belt, black belt, black belt, black belt. And they're just turning out shit black belts. And I don't, I turn out good ones. And I'm not on my own. There's plenty of old schoolers like me, you know, producing new schoolers that'll become old schoolers, you know, from there. I hope that I have a legacy afterwards where, you know, the guys that I'm teaching now are going to pick up the torch and move with it. You know, it's through passing the martial arts on to other people. I'm never going to fight again. You know, I'm never going to take part in a competition. I've done all that. But it's passing it on to the next generation, bringing them on, making sure that they understand what true martial arts is. When my black belts have all been awarded the black belts by me, they had to go through hell to get them. And I hope when it's their turn to sit on a grading panel and grade other people, that they're going to make the other people work exactly the same and keep the standards up. And if they fail to get to the standard, then they fail them. You know, you pass on merit, not on sort of longevity and time served. You pass on merit. Yeah, and it's tough, but you've got to stay true to it. I'm 64 years old now, so, and yeah, I'm still enjoying my martial arts. Obviously, I've watered it down a little bit. You know, I am carrying quite a few injuries that I've picked up over the years, but I work around them. You know, I get rid of one injury, another one flares up, and it's sort of like things that have happened to me over the years. It's interesting what you're able to do at this stage of your life. I'm still quite flexible, so I can still kick, and I want to keep on maintaining that and working towards it. And I also know that I'm also something for the guys that are getting into the sort of late 30s, early 40s, they're looking at me and thinking, well, John's still throwing his legs about and his hands, and he's still having a bit of a roll and all that sort of stuff, doing a bit of grappling, and it gives them, sees them that there is it is a life thing, you know, it's a lifestyle, you know, martial arts is forever, and hopefully, you know, I will be able to train right until the very end. I hope so. That'd be great.